these mini dramas that we have to deal with hour by hour, this sort of vapid day trading with real world consequences. No more striking than that big, beautiful bill. I just want to remind everybody what it means to all of us here in California. That big, beautiful bill is putting 1.8 million Californians at risk of losing their health insurance. 2 million facing premium increases. 2 million. Cuts in food aid are poised to impact some 375,000 Californians. And for what? For what? All to benefit the top 10% of this country. People already own 2/3, top 10%, 2/3 of the household wealth. Plutarch, Brown quoted Cincinnatus in his last speech. I'll quote Plutarch. Said the imbalance, said this almost about 2,000 years ago. He warned the Athenians. Imbalance, 2,000 years ago. The imbalance between the rich and the poor is the oldest and most fatal ailment of all republics. Think about that. 2,000 years ago. It's just not sustainable. It's not. Understanding the lessons of the past, California, all of us, we've marched the beat of a different drum. We built one of the most progressive tax systems in the nation. One that asked high-income residents to pay a little bit more without punishing those that are making a little bit less. Think about this, and I hope folks over here think about this. There are 11 states in the United States of America that tax their middle wage earners more than the state of California. There are 16 states in the United States of America that tax their low wage earners more than California taxes its high wage earners. So the question to all of you, who are the high tax states? Just consider Texas. Just consider Florida, the two most regressive tax states in America. They're hammering their low-income earners. They're hammering them more than their wealthiest. Who are the high tax states? California stands for fairness. And by the way, it's not just in our tax code and our tax policy, in more ways than one. And that's why I was proud. I was proud to work with all of you last year, proud to work with the legislature to raise the minimum wage for fast food workers in this state to $20 an hour. And also, that's a point of pride. And how about those healthcare workers? The highest minimum wage in the United States of America, working with you at $25 an hour. But there's some of you probably thinking, no, well, that's just too bad. We should be like Alabama, maybe South Carolina, maybe like Tennessee. 20 states now across this country that keep their minimum wage at $7.25 an hour. Come on. Hasn't been raised in nearly 2 decades, the federal minimum wage. Try to pay rent, try to raise a family, try to pay for an education on $7.25 an hour. Comes down to a simple question, doesn't it? Who do you stand for? Who do you stand for? Do you stand for the rich and the powerful, the most well-connected? Or do you stand for bus drivers and janitors? Do you stand there with special education teachers that are working overtime to support and raise their families? Who do you stand for? Who do you represent? It's reflected in our values. I mean it. We have to answer that question. The good news is you're answering that question. Point of pride.